So I was feeling a little discouraged going into this next video with like almost 700 worth of oak planks to go through. And then I saw the grind that Mr. Frog is dealing with, and
I can tell you that this grind will take me approximately 4 months to complete. I'm frequently facing in real life distractions and obligations that are going to reduce this rate, so we are looking more likely at a rate of about 25,000 XP per hour. With this new information, that raises the game time to about 482 hours.
also link in the description to check out Mr. Frog's Overzealous series. I think I may have actually just made a terrifying discovery. I was talking about efficiency in the last video. 8 inventory spots each per oak larder. So I need 16 if I want to do an efficient inventory of 2 oak larders per teleport trip. And that is going to mean getting rid of these iron knives and also probably getting rid of the dragon dagger and rune essence. The rune, well, pure essence is going to be the most unpleasant part of this video, I think. Let's go make a tiara. We may as well go see what our Slayer task is going to be. Hopefully something that is good for throwing knives. And we are doing Minotaurs. A nice number of Minotaurs. I think they max out at 25. Got our Mind Talisman, and we got some extra blood runes to fire off. No real purpose, just the first wind waves on the account for fun. Have we even got a rat task in the last 2 videos? I don't think we have. I'm gonna have to look up the best rats for us to kill. Just realized we walked by here twice, and we can save ourselves an inventory slot right now. We could be unnoding essence and be getting on the rune crafting grind right now, but 28 rune crafting experience. And we've got our Mind Tiara. Now we gotta go kill those rats. Okay, rats are also another really, really awful Falador area Slayer task. Holy shit. Scorpions! That is 1 Scorpion in our Slayer task left, and 42 Slayer. 42 is a good number. Eh. We are getting dog shit tasks today. Those are useless, but should be easy. Okay, we can do that. Not sure this is the cheapest or the most healthy way to be restoring hit points, but I can't say it doesn't work. I almost feel like I should look up the range defense on cave bugs, but I also really feel like there's no point. I'm just gonna assume that it's a big number. We have just 100 knives left, down from like almost 700, so we are almost to the part of the video where we get into reducing the pure essence and oak plank stacks. Rats. Uh-oh. We were doing good there for a while. Was a little bit distracted and burnt from the game for like a little over a week, but we're back, no big deal, and it's a good opportunity with this monkey task to explain the whole Slayer situation. So, unfortunately for us, there are certain tasks that we are just unable to reach and complete within our area. Spria and Turael assign tasks from what I think everybody understands to be an identical list. They don't offer any different tasks from each other, and I assume the weights are the same. So here is the entire table of monsters that the Slayer Master can assign us. Here are the ones that we can do in Falador or underground within Falador, and that includes the Stronghold of Security and also Taverley Dungeon. Oh, level 43 Slayer, right on. So as for tasks that we can't do in our Falador underground area, that is all these ones. Some of the Slayer tasks are locked behind quests that we haven't done, so we can't get assigned those tasks, which is good for us because we can't get to those in Falador anyway, so we don't want to. Which ends up leaving us with these. The desert monsters, the lizards, and the dog tasks, which we kill jackals for, and the monkey tasks, which we find ourselves here for, unfortunately. And that's basically it. You've seen how we deal with the other tasks. We go through the underground until we pop out in the desert, and then we go kill our lizards or our jackals. And I think this is the best thing that we can do when we get a monkey task, which thankfully hasn't been too often, and hopefully I haven't jinxed anything. Alternatively, we could wait for random events and get lamps and books until we hit 91 Slayer. I don't think that's a good idea. Cave crawlers. Of course. This might be our worst task. Just realized we just completed our 66th Slayer task on the Falador Underground account. Okay, Let's see how many of these cave crawlers that we can get before we have to teleport out of here, because I feel like we're probably gonna have to. How many can we get before we get poisoned? The answer is 1. We are poisoned already. There we go. It's a new morning. The NPC guards are guarding. The mages are mage training. And we are going back to the swamp caves to try and finish this cave crawler slayer task. The worst slayer task we can possibly get in our list. It might actually make more sense for us to do all of our slayer tasks down here, not just the giant cave bugs. Another unicorn horn dust drop is not what we need. We want the herb, not the secondary, but we'll take it in case we can make 2 anti-poisons, because the poison is the worst part of these things. The poison has killed me almost before completing the second half of this Slayer task, but it's fine. We only have 1 more to do. Unfortunately, we don't get to die to cure our poison, but oh well. Let's see what our next Slayer task is. I hate the elevation here, making it so we can't get a low camera angle. Maybe I need an Orbit Oculus to do some of that? Anyway, not important. What task is next? Goblins! That's actually really cool. I don't think we've got a Goblin Slayer task yet, but they do have a drop I'm after. And we don't even need to go very far to hunt goblins. Do need to find the tile with, there it is. The tile with the agility shortcut. I think, unfortunately, both of these sets of bones are my own. We got a few nature rune drops, which are nice, but we didn't get the drop that we want from these goblins. This guy clearly looks more serious than we do. I think we just wait in line. And there he goes. What is our task? Bears. Well, okay. This should probably be the last Slayer task that we do, but I'm nosy. I want to see what our next one's going to be, so I'll probably check it anyway. Especially being so close. We don't even have to teleport to Turael to find out. And the next Slayer task will be cows. Maybe we'll do that passively whenever we need stews. So we got some alchemizing we need to do. I don't even know how much we're gonna get for this, but goodbye Dragon Dagger. Unfortunately, it was fun, but we need the inventory space. I need 18 inventory spaces after I equipped the air staff, which I'm not gonna do right now because we're about to do Tears of Gothics. It's that time of week. For the next thing after this minor distraction, we are going to need 18 inventory slots, and I'm not quite sure how to get there. 63 tiers, not too bad. Let's see what it gets us. 41 runecraft. Cool. 4 rubies. We can elk those, I guess, after we craft them. But yeah, way too long story short, I am torn on which last item to get rid of so we can have our 18 inventory slots for 8 oak planks each for 2 ladders per run, and then we need a saw and a hammer in our inventory spaces. I'm not sure what to get rid of. We need all our runes. I want to hang on to the food and the gold bars for when we do Slayer. I'm really hoping we don't end up doing rune crafting first, but we might end up doing rune crafting first. Actually, maybe that's exactly what we do. If we start off each of our runs from the Birth Orb Games Necklace teleport, get our essence exchanged in the Rogue's Den Bank, go to the Mind Altar, and then teleport back to Birth Orb. That might just work. We'll have to take a break every so often to make a few more Games Necklaces, but maybe that's the way to go. And that was how I ended up going for the first of way too many fairly semi-efficient pure essence into mind runes runs. Only about like 300 or 400 of these to do. Gotta be a little more careful when I'm speed teleporting while skilling. Accidentally unlocking music tracks that we should not have. It is kind of a good song though. Gotta be careful not to cross that wilderness stitch back there too. Not that I'm worried about getting PK'd, I just don't want to unlock more music tracks. But yeah, we have a lot of rune crafting to do. I'm halfway wondering if I should or shouldn't go and do some agility training. Hope I'm able to save up enough marks of grace to buy gloves, a cape, I don't know. I hate that it might be the best play, but I'm realizing it might be the best play to actually go do my 50 to 59 agility grind that I need to do at some point, and might want to do right now just because we've got a whole lot of skilling ahead of us, and that's going to be a lot of running around. We will see if I'm still feeling the same way after I destroy all these games necklaces. I knew this was coming, and I still forgot to get the action shot. But here we go. We got 42 rune crafting now doing these mind runes. We still got plenty of essence, and it's actually a level that is relevant to our Falador area underground grind, where now we're getting an extra mind rune each time we do this for the extent of the time that we're still mind rune crafting. Imagine for a second we weren't a Falador Ultimate Iron Man and could make nature runes, because that is where our level is at right now. Alright, so I wimped out yesterday at around 500 pure essence done. Today I'm going to try and do another 1,000, and then I might try and see if we can make some agility progress. We're at 50 agility now, but ultimately this account needs at least 59, I think it is. Unfortunately, the Falador agility course I have read on the wiki is notorious for being stingy with the marks of grace, so I don't know what we're gonna end up with for marks and how much progress we'll make on a graceful set, but we're gonna have to find out, I guess. I mean, we don't have to find out, but I'm pretty sure this is the fastest way that we can run mind runes. So we are getting a crap ton of mind runes. I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna go about using them. We might just splash them on white knights. We also might use them to kill giants and bury their bones for prayer experience, but that might take a while unless we burn all of our elemental runes of one or multiple kinds, and I'm not sure how much we're going to end up with or how many elemental runes that's going to take. I might go a little bit insane doing this, but I'm going to try and shut up and do as many mind runes as I can, because I don't want this video to be all that talky. 1 rune crafting level and 7 agility levels later, and apparently a mysterious old man random event, and we now have enough marks of grace to pick up the chest piece. Don't have any graceful pieces yet, but I was not having a whole lot of fun with the rune crafting grind. I'm still not going to have a lot of fun with it, I don't think, but I feel like 1 or 2 pieces of graceful will make it a little less excruciating, and also we need 59 agility on this account anyway, so whichever we're in the mood for, we're either going to go for 59 agility or we're going to go for 2 pieces of graceful. I took like a 2-week break or something like that. Also, I just clicked through the level up screen, but you saw it very briefly there. We just hit level 60 agility. I don't think that does anything for us. We unlocked something at 70, so the level we needed was 59 for, I believe, Grimtails is a quest we can do. There are 2 quests left that we can do in our area. Grimtails is one of them, and we needed the 59 agility for that. But we're past that now, and the point of what we're doing is to get a couple graceful items, because I feel like it'll make the rune crafting runs hopefully go just a little bit faster. I don't know if it'll be worth it. We are gonna find out when I get a dozen more marks of grace. Also, random events keep giving us useful things. Hell yeah, like 15 prayer experience? A little more? 25 maybe? Somewhere between 15 and 25 prayer experience from those cards. I am glad we have better ways to train prayer, but we don't have many much better ways to train prayer. Not gonna lie, it is just a little weird that we can bury bones right in people's roofs, but so the goal now is just to get up to 95 marks of grace. Thanks to Runelight, we can see that we are 62 laps away from our goal. Hopefully it doesn't take us 62 laps to hit 95 marks of grace, but we're about to see. Alright, we are at 90 marks of grace. A very good number of Falador rooftop laps. I want to, take a breather from this agility and work on getting rid of this coal. Okay, that's a fair bit better. Let's get back to things. 91. 92. 93. 94. And that is our 95th mark. Okay, that was a lot of work. Probably not as much work as actually getting rid of this pure essence will be, but it feels like it was a lot. Let's take off this camo top and spend our marks of grace. Make sure we buy the right things in the right amounts. I want to get the cape, because we haven't had much cape luck while doing Slayer, and we are getting the chest piece. Apparently we're not the only one who just got some graceful. They got the whole set. We are just wearing the 2 pieces that we've got. I think that goes pretty alright with the gear we've got already though. I am liking it, and as a bonus, we are weightless. Let's see if these graceful armor pieces improve the amount of run energy we get to use doing these mind rune runs. So, there's a point at which you get diminishing returns on these games necklaces while doing this kind of rune crafting. I've got 8 on me now. I've got 1 equipped and 7 in my inventory. That means right now I am crafting 9 mind runes at a time. If I'm to take my time with necklaces, the reason I did as many necklaces as I have right now is because we stacked up a few sapphires from random events, and you can buy 2 while you're at the Falador gem store most of the time. We bought our mold in Keldegrim. You can buy 3 at the gem store in Keldegrim. Like, it kind of just made sense to give it a shot and make them all, but yeah, making really any more than 4 at a time, I think, doesn't really make all that much sense for us. If we make no more than 4 games necklaces at a time, that means we're no less than 13 rune essence per trip. And like, even that's not great compared to life as a character which isn't an Iron Man, but it is a whole lot better than 8 pure essence per inventory, because that's where we started at today, and it just really isn't worth it. Looks like it was just new minigame time. Speaking of which, it is also old minigame time for us. And we're awarded with, what do we get? Do we get Slayer levels? We do get Slayer levels, right on. Now back to the rune crafting grind. So, this is going to be a lot of rune crafting. I don't know how much, I don't know what I'm going to get up to for the next 13 days, I think, 15, 13 days, something like that, that I've got membership. I might cut this episode off here and just edit and do the rune crafting at the same time. Alternatively, I might just keep recording clips, do the rune crafting, and take us right into the next episode. Honestly, I think that's probably what we're gonna do. We're gonna go straight into episode number